there, it's Words and Stitches, and I'm Mary. Welcome to my channel. I haven't been on here for a little bit, but this is, in fact, Quilt Tube number 22. I've been running all kinds of places. So a few days, well, more than a few now. My friend and I have been on a shop hop because it's all Missouri shop hop, and I'm here in Missouri. And I've been to a quilters retreat with a dear friend from Primetime Quilt Company. Rhonda invited me to come up and go to Quilting is My Therapy Fall Retreat at Angela Walters' event center. And I've done that. And then I've just been busy ever since. You know, it's Grandparents' Day kind of thing going on. And of course, my grandkids are in 2 different buildings. So I went Monday. I have to go back on Thursday. Just been a lot of stuff going on. But we're going to get caught up today. I have gobs of haul. I have, we just have a lot of stuff to talk about. So here we go. First thing I want to talk about is back several months ago, I showed you, it's laying here, I showed you this pattern. It was in Quilters World, and I said, I'm going to make this. Well, I'm making it. I worked on it at the retreat over the weekend. I have all the individual blocks made, and now I'm working on putting them together into the center star and these side bursts, and then I have the background all cut to make it. I think it's going to be gorgeous. I used a Tilda Hibernation pack that I had that I just loved, and I just love the way these colors are popping off this light green. It's a very good pattern. It was designed by Deborah Rivera, and it says Confident Beginner. I think that's a really good example. It'll be 56 by 56. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with it. I just saw it and went, oh my gosh, I love that. I don't do a lot of patterns unless it just really sings to me, and this one really did. So here it is. I've got it going, and I'm real excited about it. So that was the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing I wanted to show you is I finally finished this baby quilt. It's for a friend. Let's see if I can get it up here so you can see it. Excuse my back, but this is probably the easiest way to show it to you, or at least some of it. So I'm just going to do that right over this other quilt. Can you see that? Oh yeah. Isn't this just beautiful? This color of teal. Anyway, this is my cute little baby quilt that I put together when I was practicing with the So Kind of Wonderful rulers. I really love So Kind of Wonderful. So much so that I got myself certified so I can teach them. Anyway, I'm excited about that. This is, Michael Miller fabric. Meet Me in the Forest, I believe. This is called Wood Coins. I know that for sure. Anyway, I just really like the way it's turned out. It has fun animals, and I'm getting ready to quilt it here real quickly. And I got this beautiful piece of Minky to put on the back. Now I just have to figure out what I'm going to stitch it with. So that's really part of haul, but anyway. So there's that one. I'm going to pop it down real quickly because it's done, and put it in the staging pile for the long arm. Anyway, very excited about having this under control. I knocked some other things down on my floor. I'm standing behind my long arm because I had so many things I wanted to show you, and they were all over the place. I have that whole back where I used to pantograph, so still could. Sorry, I bent over, got out of the way. Pieces of that quilt are falling down. All right, I want to show you the next thing, and we're going to talk about it a little bit later. I told you that I was going to make a jacket, a quilted jacket. So I downloaded this pattern having a time today. I downloaded this pattern by Elle Stitch on Etsy. It's called the Sage Jacket. Okay, this is the pattern I'm using to make it. And you know, I have a long torso, so I'm never sure. I'm never sure what size in a pattern. I'm never sure what size I need. I have minky fuzz all over me. In my mouth. Anyway, so I just took a piece of cheap white cotton and mocked up the jacket. Just no lining, whatever. So I could make some decisions. So this was a download pattern. I downloaded all the pieces, printed them off on my 8.5 by 11 paper, taped them all together, and then I made pattern pieces, using freezer paper, okay, so that I can just kind of press it on there. But as I go, I'm putting in little notes that say, add 4 inches for a cuff, or make it a couple of inches longer. So I've decided I want it a couple of inches longer. You can't really tell from where I'm standing, but the rest of the fit is pretty good, except for the length, and I may kind of bring the side seams in like that, just a little bit. I have broad shoulders. They're broader than my rear, so I kind of need that just to add a little bit of something to it. So let me show you what I have done so far. I've done all that, and I have made the fabric for my back. Now, I ran across this so kind of wonderful urban abacus pattern. I just really liked that. I really like that look. So I have made the fabric for the back of my quilt, or the back of my coat. I guess it'll be a quilt. Anyway, I don't know. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. All right. So I've made this fabric for the back of my quilt, back of my coat, and I made it a little longer, so I had some room. And I just randomly put in some other. This is Maven by Art Gallery. I have a green grunge. And then this is, I think, one of the cross stitches by Lori Holt. But the main fabrics, the focus fabrics, are Maven by Art Gallery. And I love Art Gallery fabric. This is what I'm going to line it with. Okay. So I've never made a quilted jacket before. I didn't want to buy a quilt, soak it, clean it, cut it up and make my jacket. I wanted to make it from scratch. So over the next couple of weeks, I hope to get this done so I can take it up north on vacation with me, where I might need a jacket once in a while. And I have a plan on how I'm going to go from here to here with this lining. So I will invite you to keep coming back and watching, and I'm going to try to film and organize and kind of let you follow along and see how I went about making my jacket. We can see what it looks like at the end and talk about what I learned from the process and what I might do different next time, and I might do it again if I really like it. Anyway, so I'm very excited about this. I did this at the retreat. I worked on it one day at the retreat, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I love this curved piecing. I'm really enjoying it, and I really am loving working with so kind of wonderful rulers. So anyway, that's sort of what I've been making. I got one more thing to show. Well, let's go back and do haul, and then I'll show you the other stuff at the end. So I have a couple of leftover blocks. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Doesn't that color just pop? Oh, I just love it. So I also have gathered up some haul. One of them was from a shop in Hannibal, And I've kind of decided, don't tell them. They don't watch, but don't tell them if you know them. I'm making some new pillowcases. It's been a couple of years since I've made my kids' pillowcases, and every so often I try to make them a new set so they can add to it. My daughter-in-law likes to change her pillowcases frequently. Excuse me, which I thoroughly understand and promote. So some of this has minky fuzz on it, but this is her set for sure. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to use this for the cuff and the... All right, shouldn't have had it on there. Shouldn't have showed you what I paid for that. Maybe. So this blue is a Maven from Art Gallery. And these... are called Pivot Natural. Pivot Natural, that's the design. And I really don't know for sure who made that. Let's see if there's a little bit of the salvage that I can read somewhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, Ruby Star. Of course, I should have known. This is Ruby Star. Rashida Coleman Hale designed this, and it's called It's Your Time. It's Your Time. So that's what I'm going to make for her. And then I bought this. I haven't picked out what I'm going to put with it yet. I'm going to make one of my son's pillowcases out of this birch fabric, Charlie Harper. I'm guessing I'm going to go with green and yellow because those are kind of, one of them really likes the greens and stuff. So I think I'm going to do that. I still have another son and 2 grandkids I need to work on, but this is where I've started. This is the fabric I've picked up. I also grabbed this little pillowcase kit, which is just because I liked this fabric, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I have plenty of littles in my family, so I can get it done. I can give it to someone, give it a nice home. So I have all of that. I have more. I found this really neat backing. Isn't that cool? It was on a sale rack. Oh, at the end of the show, my Aunt Billy called it my show. At the end of this video, I'm gonna show you a shop in Richland, Missouri that's in a really neat old building, and that's where I bought this. And this is a Free Spirit fabric, well, albeit, and I don't, looks like Corydantum. And this is called Rainbow Dotty. I just thought that it looked like it would make a fantastic back. You could put that on so many different things. And I don't know, just loved it. So bought it. That's how I roll. I also bought this neat Birch Lane table runner at another store on the Shop Hop. And at the end, I'll list all the shops I've been to because every one of them was a really nice shop. And they deserve, a little attention. So if you're a Missouri shop hopper, if you scroll down after, at the end, if you do the little drop down discussion, all that stuff, look in there. I'll have some of these listed for you. This is called Buckles, Bobbins, and Bolts. Was the name of the store. This is called Birch Lane. I think Buckles, Bobbin, and Bolts maybe was down around Lebanon, Missouri, down around your way to Branson from the north. Anyway, isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see it with all that plastic there. Birds. And I got this really pretty. You just do it on tea toweling. I love this fabric. I think it's so nice. Anyway, this is going to be a winter project, I think. But I couldn't make up my mind what I really wanted to go with it, but I sure thought that these might work for parts. And I thought this nicely picked up some of the blues, so I might use it. Anyway, I really liked that. I also bought... None of these have stickers. I also bought these. I love this little piece of fabric here. I don't know why. Just do. I have a soft spot for pretty pumpkins, I guess. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It may become a little broderie purse or something. Look at those pumpkins. Can you see them? There's one that's kind of upside down. Oh, isn't it cute? I think it's so cute. Sorry, I've got you at kind of a weird angle, so I look like I'm looking up at you, but just because I wanted you to see what was back here. And the accent fabrics for that are this. Isn't that pretty? This says it's a free spirit. I kind of have a autumn leaves. It's from the Autumn Friends, okay? And then this is another one that went with it that I really loved. Isn't those pretty? I love them. I also bought these 2 big red buttons to use on my jacket. I thought I would just put 2 on, but I don't know. I may look through my stash. I have a lot of buttons, so I may look through my stash and see if maybe I could find one in another color that would work that was about this size. If not, I know where I can get some more buttons like this, but I really liked those. So I picked those up. I got some thread. I use Omni a lot on my long arm. It's a nice 40 weight thread, but part of the reason why I use it so much is I love the color butter on so many things. You can use this thread. I don't know. It's called butter. I use butter and tapestry taupe just so much in Omni. And you can get about the same in Sewfine. So sometimes I use Sewfine. It's like a 50 weight thread. I really like that too. It's a little bit smaller. So anyway, whenever I see it, I pick one up because I like to have one on my winder and one in my drawer that I can load my machine with. The shop hop was going really well this year. You know, for the last few years, they've been giving us little blocks that have little things on it about their shop. This year, oh wait, hold on, I'll be right back. This year, they've done these little pattern cards instead. I think they're far more useful. And every shop has a different block. When you go in and you get your little passport signed for hopping, they give you this pattern. And then there is a special little binder, but I just put it in this one that I got, I think at Buckles. And what was the name of that store? I loved that store. I think it's on the back of this. Buckles, Bobbins, and Bolts. Buckles, Bobbins, and Bolts. I'm pretty sure that was in Lebanon, but double check. So with my drop down, so you'll see a couple of the places were giving away fun little things, you know, little clips or baubles, different kinds of things. A couple of places were giving away nice seam rippers. Because, you know, seam rippers do get dull. And sometimes you need to buy a new one. Well, I don't need to because I got 2 new ones this year. So I can replace some that I already have. Today I went and did sit and stitch at the Ralls County Library. They are so gracious. They have a room. And my friend Lucia and I have been trying to get kind of a stitching group together. Not to teach, not to do anything but provide a place to sit and do the thing you love and socialize and support each other in their in our creativity. Lucia quilts, but she also does a tremendous amount of needlepoint. And I quilt and EPP and felt wool and do all those things. So typically I take either bindings that need to be done or something EPP. Today we had a new young woman join us, and she liked to embroidery. So, you know, it's not we encourage knitters, crocheters, anyone who does any kind of fibery thing that they can sit and hold, handwork, to come and sit with us. And, you know, the employees at the library are just fabulous. They're kind. They're happy to help. The director is just over the top wonderful. And we just, you know, we're so lucky to be able to find a place like that where we can all congregate and sit. And I got a binding done. I'm really happy about that. But it's something you've already seen. I just hadn't finished putting the binding down. So maybe I'll throw it in the end. But I want to show you one more thing that I've got going on. And I'll add a couple of pictures. So be sure and stay past my goodbyes and watch what's going on. I tell you all that I like to needle felt. So I'm making some pin cushions. I'm considering selling them on my website, which is wordsandstitches.com. But anyway, I just made this little donut, and I have some colored pins to put on here so it looks like sprinkles. I'm kind of excited about that. And I've been working on this acorn, which I still need to be shaping this bottom, and I need to go through my wool and find what I need. So by needle felting, I mean I sit around sometimes at night and go like this while I'm watching the Chiefs play, or, you know, I like that show, Murders and Only Murders in the Building, that kind of stuff. They have a new season out, those kinds of things. So anyway, and I also have a little core piece here that I'm working on to kind of put in the center. I'm thinking I'm going to make just some tiny pumpkins for fun, maybe to put in my dough bowl or something like that. Or to give as gifts. They make nice little fun gifts. And they would make great pin cushions as well, like travel, you know, if you're going to a fall retreat or whatever, you don't need very many pins. This would work. So I've been working on that too, which is, you know, we've been having some great fall evenings here. I'm ready for the leaves to start changing just quite a lot. Every time I go over the bridges by the lake, I'm looking for the red and the orange. And right now we're just getting that funny beginning yellowy where the green's starting to lighten up. I don't even know how to explain it, but we're there. So I'm enjoying that too. And the cooler nights, my gosh, we did not have a bad winter or summer as far as Missouri summers go. We really, really didn't. And we had some hot days, but they had nice in between. And we have been cool, well, coolish, depending on what you call cool, but cool for us. Usually this time of year, we're still having till about now in September, we're still having 90-degree days, and we really haven't. We've had some upper 80s, but we've had a lot of 70s too, which is really nice. Of course, I'm one of those people that 0 to 70, I'm pretty happy. 70 and above, I'm like, it's too hot. But I know I'm crazy, but that's just the way I am. So I really don't have anything else. I'm gonna add some pictures from my trips around, and I have a little video of the Richland, Missouri quilt store that you just have to see, and I'll put a bunch of information in my end card or whatever you call those things. But if you like to listen to me in the background, or you like to visit, or you want to follow me as I make my coat, I'm going to make I'm working on my jacket. I have a plan, but execution and plans sometimes don't work. But I'm going to go through the good, the bad, the whole bit. And just hit that subscribe button and subscribe. And then you'll know when I'm on if you hit the notification buttons. And if you don't subscribe to things, but you know how to leave a comment or you know how to like, I would really appreciate those things too. Or if you don't like it, that's okay. I'm tough. I can handle it. So, or ignore it. I'm really good at that. But if you leave a positive comment, you can bet I'm going to try to get back to you as soon as I can. So anyway, stay tuned and I will show you some more. I hope you have a terrific week. Bye. Okay, guys, I have to tell you, we started about 6:30, and we've been to a few shops so far, but I had to take pictures of this one on the outside. I don't have permission to go inside with my camera, and I'm not going to bother her during shop hop. But this is in Richland, Missouri, and I want you to see how cute this little place is. So I guess I have to go like this. So look at this big building. Really cool. Hope I'm not making you nauseous. But I'm gonna go around here like this and show you such a cute sign. I don't know if I'm getting it or not. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I want you to look at this. And this one has a coffee shop in it. So hold on. Let me get over here and I'll take some better pictures of it for you, all right? I'll let you know how cool it is when I get inside. Upstairs, they have some quilts that are, I think she said local or guild quilts that are for display during the shop. Oh, cute stuff. Cute building. This is just the cutest. Okay, I'm going upstairs. Maybe. We'll see how steady I can be. What a beautiful building. I mean, the quilts are beautiful. The building itself is beautiful. Some of the appointments, gorgeous. Oh, it's so many quilts just to look at. Like, I'm not very good at this videoing on the fly, so I'm gonna stop and look at all the quilts, and I'll be back.